The earliest memories I have of going to church would be the Mukinbudin Uniting Church. We used to go there for Christmas and Easter, and we used to just sit through and try to pay as close attention as we could to the pastor. And even though there was a few things that I didn't really understand at that point, that particular church, I really resonated well. But as I got older, I attended a local primary school, and a few wires were getting crossed as far as theology and maybe a few of the ideas surrounding Jesus. We were doing communion and a lot of things that I found really interesting. And then it came time for confession. To me, as an 8-9-year-old, confession was kind of a really daunting thing. It's searching your mind for all the things that you've done wrong in your life. It did give me the impression at the time, Jesus was so perfect, and here I was, and I really found it hard to make the connection because of his perfection, and I was nowhere up to living up to that, even at that point. I got older and attended a local high school of the same denomination as what I was going to in primary school. I loved the school. We would attend church on a fortnightly basis, but I still really felt the disconnection between myself and God. We were dealing with the story of Jesus in a very traditional manner. The pastor would rarely make that connection between everyday life and my life. Because I felt so disassociated from God, Christianity, and religion, I started looking to musicians and artists as idols. As I started following musicians and artists in a more of a rebellious path in life, I became extremely disassociated from religion and Christian theology, until the point of one day, my old thoughts of being such a shame to God and a shame to Jesus because I couldn't live up to his expectations, I actually started feeling very depressed and started to hate myself. This self-loathing from an idea that I had come up with as a child had followed me my whole life, and I didn't feel worthy to God or to anyone. I suffered through some pretty severe depression and mental health issues for probably around 2 or 3 years. I knew at that point in my life I had to really start thinking about whatever I was doing to find a new solution for it, because it definitely wasn't working. I looked into various forms of spirituality, but I never really found a solution or any long-term benefits. Until one day I was working with a friend, and he invited me to come down to one of the Elevate Connect groups. I came to the Elevate Connect groups with a good heart, but a few questions that I needed answered surrounding the Bible and a few misconceptions. Then I read the story in Luke about the lost son. I then realized not only did I not have to worry about all the things that I had done wrong in my life, God actually wanted a relationship with me more so he could have me back as his son. I still struggled with anxiety and depression, but I managed to drag myself down on a Sunday morning where I was greeted by so many beautiful, loving people that I could tell were really interested in my story. I soon after joined the music team and committed myself. My first live experience in the music team was Easter Friday in 2014. It was kind of a daunting experience, but I was proud to call myself Elevate Church. Since following Jesus, I have developed so many great relationships with so many beautiful people that really want to see my life go forwards in leaps and bounds. The reason why I'm getting baptized today is because I can see myself following Jesus for the rest of my life. Not only do I see myself following Jesus for the rest of my life, I also want to make a public declaration.